Hello adventurers, Tamari here, coming at you from
The arcane irregularity
known as the internet. In today's age of new and old doggo memes, it's important to always remember to keep man's best friend by our side, and in the world of fantasy, our canine friends come in all shapes and sizes, with a huge array of powers to go along with them. So today, come, sit, stay, and we're going to discuss the Blink Dog. Last time we talked about beholders, and I mentioned how they were a rare case of a creature with no background in history or folklore within fantasy. And wouldn't you know it, blink dogs are the exact same way. Coming into the world from the first edition of D&D in 1975, these magic dogs have been there since the very beginning. The main change to the hounds over the years have been in its size, growing from a very small terrier-sized dog to a full-grown wolf. Now before we actually talk about the details of a blink dog, perhaps we should address exactly what the hell a blink is. Blinking is a magic spell that causes the user to go back and forth between the material and the ethereal plane. So the person watching this, it looks like whatever is blinking is just teleporting a short distance. The dogs use this tactic in hunting. They blink in rapid succession to avoid threats and swarm prey, attacking the target as a pack from all different angles. These powers put the blink dog at odds with a few other dimensional hopping beasts like phase spiders and displacer beasts. Nice to see these dogs keeping the tradition of chasing critters and cats through the many planes of existence. Now what exactly is the difference between a blink dog and man's best friend we know here in the real world? Well, not as much as you may assume for a fantasy creature. The blink dog's biggest strength outside of its blinking is its intelligence. Most sources cite that they are on average have about the same critical thinking power as a human, but lack the physical attributes of a humanoid to have a more traditional culture. So for instance, despite not having the organs to speak like we do, blink dogs have a primitive language of dog sounds like yapping, barks, and whines. Like any canine, blink dogs live in packs, and the main difference in this structure is the addition of a blink dog sage. The sage is either an extremely old member of the pack and or sometimes the alpha's mate. The sage is the pack's wise man, giving advice and guidance to its family. They also function as a lore keeper, cataloging the history of the pack and its members. Another great thing about blink dogs is that they're good, in terms of D&D alignments. The wild blink dogs will avoid humanoids for its own safety, as humanoids often come and try to steal their puppies. Despite this fact, however, they will go out of their way to try and drive off evil humanoids from coming into their land. Nothing too crazy, you won't see an army of blink dogs mobilizing to go to war. However, if a few orcs come into the territory of a pack, they will be greeted with a flurry of teleporting tooth and claws. So just keep on a noble path and these blink dogs will be good boys to ya. Alright adventurers, that's all I have for you on blink dogs. Pretty simple, but also a pretty reoccurring beast in fantasy games. Also a big shout out to Bram's Commando for the recommendation. Only took a month to get this one out from the commentate.
Oh boy, we are improving!
Is there a creature you want me to cover? Just leave a comment down below. If you're interested in learning more about other fantasy creatures, check out some of the other videos here on the channel. And don't forget to subscribe, baby! Thank you so much for watching, and until next time as always, safe travels adventurers!